Hello, everyone. My name is Ana Martha Ayala, and I'd like to welcome you to my YouTube channel. On this channel, I try to teach you all the degree theory by the late Nicholas Stoyanovich. In today's video, I wanted to talk to you about the new moon coming up tomorrow, January 11th, in the sign of Capricorn at 21 degrees. This is a fabulous new moon. It has a lot of positive energy. And when people make New Year's resolutions, this is the time to do it. It's the first new moon of the new year. This is when technically you should be making your New Year's resolutions. And you do it when you see the first sliver of the moon. You don't do it when the moon is black. You do it when you see the first sliver of the moon, which is usually maybe like the day after or maybe a couple of days after, depending, right? So, what is a new moon? Is the definition is, or what it is when the sun and the moon are conjunct. Okay. So, this moon is in Capricorn. So, it's all about structures, new goals, ambitions, new directions in life that you want to take. But in what area? It depends on your natal chart and where Capricorn falls, what house it dictates in your natal chart. Now, this new moon is trined by Saturn. So it's the ruler of the new moon, Saturn, right? It has a trine from Saturn in Pisces, Mars is in Capricorn, so that means that Mars is exalted, and you have Jupiter in Taurus. So how far do you want to achieve and push forward? Capricorn rules time and strategy. So, since Capricorn is a cardinal sign, this is an ideal time to initiate things because cardinal signs, and if you know a little bit of astrology, cardinal signs are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. They are the ones that initiate the seasons. Um, so these signs start things, okay? Depending on what sign it is, it doesn't always finish it, but that's a different story. Anyway, since the Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn and it's in a grand trine with Mars, Mars is you put things into action. This is the time to do your New Year's resolution and put it in practice, implement it. You have Capricorn, cardinal sign, which you start, and then you have Mars in Capricorn, so you can implement it as well. So this new moon is filled with opportunity, Jupiter, but it's in Capricorn, so it's going to take discipline, it's going to take hard work. Capricorn is what we want to achieve, and it's trining, or Uranus is trining this new moon. So these opportunities are going to come all of a sudden, right? Because Uranus is unpredictable and happens suddenly. So, like I said, with Mars exalted in Capricorn, you need to take action. Jupiter is in Taurus, so at the same time, you need to be patient and realistic because Taurus is slow, you know. The one thing that I wanted to make you guys aware, which is very important, is that this new moon is squared by the lunar nodes because the nodes are in Aries and Libra, two other cardinal signs. So, what does this mean? Whatever comes up, whatever opportunity that comes up in whatever area of your chart, which I will discuss briefly, you need to make a decision, right? Do you want to focus on the North Node, the Aries, right? And Aries is all about being brave and being a pioneer and going for it. Or are you going to stay in the past, South Node in Libra, comfortable with what you already know and what you are used to, or are you going to take the plunge, the North Node, and like I said, go for it. Now, like I said, when the moon shows the first sliver, that's when you make your intentions. Okay. What does this mean for you in your chart? If you are an Aries rising, then the new moon falls in your 10th house. The 10th house is the MC, right? The highest part of your chart. Um, so for you, Aries, it's all about career. Um, Maybe you can apply for a new leadership opportunity, or you get promoted to be a manager. So get your resume ready, get updated, do everything that you can to initiate applying for a new position. Like I said, when you first see the sliver of the moon, go for it. It can also be a change of status. You might be getting married after this new moon, because a lot of times when people get married, the 10th house is activated because it's a change in status, or you may become a parent. You might actually be having a baby, which is also a change in status. You could either go from single to married, or from married to, to having kids. So that is a change of status. For Taurus, this new moon happens in your 9th house. So for you, it might be a new start at the university, right? Or some program of study. Um, Maybe you set your intentions for a long distance trip. You start planning what foreign country you want to visit later on. Or it can be a new spiritual practice or religious practice. Maybe you start to study spirituality or astrology, or maybe you start to study a new foreign language. Everything that is ninth house related, you can initiate in this new moon. For Gemini, this will affect your eighth house. So in this house, the eighth house is all about transformation. So my question to you is, what do you want to transform? Maybe you start with a therapist to deal with some like deep wound that you might have. It's this energy is really positive, so you can go deep with a qualified mental professional. Um, Maybe you can set up a new investment plan, eighth house, right? Stock market, or a new investment comes up for you, especially with your partner, right? Because eighth house is also your partner's resources. You can take an existing relationship to a deeper level of intimacy. Or if you are in a new relationship, well, maybe this is the time where you decide to be intimate with the person. You can have an intention to develop your psychic abilities, or you can start to study the occult, astrology, spirituality. This is also a house that you can do that in. Cancer, this new moon falls in your 7th house. So this is fantastic, a fantastic new moon to meet someone new in either a personal or a business relationship. Um, if you're looking for love, then this person might lead to a long-term relationship, because the 7th house is all about long-term relationships or marriage. Um, and in business, well, you might just end up having a business partner, you know? So since it's in Capricorn and Capricorn rules time, um, it'll take a little bit of time, right? You don't go from day one, meeting the person, to day two, having a relationship with them. No. But you also have to apply the Saturnian principles, right? Honesty, structure, discipline. You guys know by now, right? So responsibility. You don't take things lightly when this happens, right? So for Leo, this happens in your 6th house. Now, these people can start a new diet, a new exercise routine, consult a nutritionist, go to your PCP and get everything, your primary care physician, and get everything lined up. You start a healthier lifestyle. Um, Maybe you get a new pet, go to your local shelter and adopt uh, a, a dog or a cat or, whatever pet you want to have, goldfish, low maintenance. Um, or you might start a new work project. You might also change jobs, but it will be a lateral move because the sixth house is lateral jobs. You don't get promoted, or you don't get more responsibility. You just maybe you switch from one division of the company or one department to another. So Leo for the sixth house, these are the people that can actually make New Year's resolutions about diet and exercise that will stick. That's the thing, because everybody gets on a diet or exercise at the beginning of the year, or give up smoking, or give up drinking, or whatever, but then it kind of like deteriorates as the year goes by. Well, now you know why. You need to do it according to the house that it falls in. Virgo, this happens in your fifth house. So this is an awesome new moon to find romance. You know, fifth house is boyfriend, girlfriend. Um, you start a new hobby, a new creative project, a new fun activity, because Virgos is all about work, it's all about the daily routine, whatever, get out and do something fun, do something different, do something with your children. Fifth house, especially your firstborn, because it is the fifth house. You can start playing a new sport for fun, not professional, just fun. You can go on vacation, especially skiing, because Capricorn rules cold, it rules ice, it rules snow. So if you go to the mountains and you start skiing, that would be an ideal vacation at this new moon. Libra, this happens in your fourth house. So it's a new beginning in a new home or apartment if you're looking for a place to rent. Um, Fourth house deals with your family. Maybe you decide to start researching like your family roots, your ancestors. You can make a new offer on on a property that you want to buy, or maybe you're buying your first home after this new moon. The Scorpio, third house, a great new moon to start a communications project or a presentation. Maybe you want to start writing a book. You have the green light for this one. Planning a short trip, starting a new website, a new internet-based business, because the third house rules the internet now. Reestablish communications with your sibling or your neighborhood or your extended, like, your neighbors, not your neighborhood, but your neighbors or extended family. Maybe, you could call up your cousin that you haven't heard from in a couple of years. Or maybe there are new projects in the neighborhood that you get involved in. Sagittarius, this happens in your second house. This is a great opportunity that can come to you to make more money. So you might get a side gig or a hustle. You can get a second job. Maybe you talk to your boss about getting a raise at work. Um, it's Capricorn, so it's all about money. You can start saving more, get on a budget, make a plan, and budget your expenses, cut down on them so you can save the second house. You build up assets. The other thing is that you can change the items that you eat, because the second house is also about things that we eat. Maybe you decide to give up chips or sodas or sugar, like the chocolates and the sweets. Um, that type of thing can work very well for you for this new moon. For Capricorn, this happens in your first house. So this new moon is all about you. The universe is giving you like a blank slate to decide what you want to initiate. Since it's the first house, it is your physical body. So you and Leo have the ability to start a healthier lifestyle, a healthier diet, exercise program. You give up bad habits, smoking, drinking, drugs, um, anything that affects your body. You can change your look, your hairstyle, your haircut, the way you dress. It's a makeup. You can change your makeup. Um, you can also change your outlook on life and become a little bit more positive because Capricorns tend to focus on just the problems and on solving the problems. Make this new moon all about a new you, a new focus, a new way, a new life for you. Give it a try. Aquarius. This new moon happens in your 12th house. So the first thing is that you might find out about a secret because 12th house is all about secrets. You can start a new spiritual practice and meditation, yoga. You can also confront your fears because the 12th house is technically what we fear. You can start therapy. It will be a great time to start with a mental professional or maybe have a past life regression and let go, release all of those sorrows and deep-rooted fears that you may have. This person might help you. Or you may have prophetic dreams, so pay attention to your dreams. Maybe the other side will try to communicate with you and guide you. Pisces, this happens in your 11th house. This is a great new moon to meet new people, new who can become your friends. You can have you can join new associations, have new goals, new dreams. You can socialize with friends that maybe you haven't met up for a while. Call them and say, "Hey, what you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Let's get together. Let's catch up." And just socialize more. Get out of your. I know Pisces likes alone time, right? And we all need, once in a while we do need a little bit of alone time. But Pisces needs to socialize a little bit more, and this new moon can be the one to like kickstart it for you. So, like I said, the only thing about this new moon is the square of the nodes that you're going to be facing a choice whether you go forward into something new, Aries, which you have to have guts, you have to be brave, you have to be the pioneer, just like Aries, or you're going to play it safe, the South Node, Libra, and past, which, to each his own. When the opportunity comes up, then you can decide what you're going to do. So for watching. If you have found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and send it to somebody that might enjoy, might learn from this video on how to apply the New Year's resolutions properly. Okay. And I wish you all much success with your resolutions, and see if this time it works. Okay. So thank you. If you want a natal chart reading with me, please send me an email to amaastrology@aol.com, and I'll see you all next time.